Good morning! We're back. As usual, that we are live on the Defiant Sports page. Don't see it yet. Give it a second. Defiant Sports live. Yeah.
Hey, we're live.
Beautiful. Can people hear us?
Yes.
They can hear us. Excellent. Right. So let's get my timer up. So today, week 5 of 6 weeks of Waff. I'm going to adjust the camera angle because you cannot see our ankles. And for all you ankle lovers out there, we want to get those involved. Right, you can, exactly. Week 5 of 6 weeks, so really exciting. Obviously, once we hit week 6, when we feel it's viable, we're going to be bringing this face to face. So hopefully all you that have been joining at home can come down and have a go together. Obviously social distance and everything like that. However, if we think it's going to be a long time, we will probably just renew the online sessions to keep it going, keep it active and get everyone involved. So we do hope you've been liking it. Obviously, if you have, drop us a message, let us know that you want to carry on. It does help us out. With that said, we've upped our timing this week because it's the third sort of section of the last 2 sessions. We've got now 45 seconds active and 15 seconds rest. All right, so the max we're going to go here, I'm going to get this started up. We're going to start our warm up again, same as always, but big announcement. I did remember this week to look up the crunch jack.
Hey, 5 weeks.
Only 5 weeks. I'm very reliant and efficient. But sadly, I found that it's just another name for bicycles, which we sort of do already. So I've just changed it completely. So crunch jacks were so useless. I don't even know how we came to the conclusion that it was all this malarkey. I suppose crunch, jumping jacks. That's how we got there. But I know we were making stuff up. Yeah, professionally, obviously. I know you're all dying to know that. That's why I made a big point. But we're going to change it for things called gates. We're going to do those third. All right, we're going to get going. We're going to love it. Okay, so I'm going to start my timer here. Get ready. So first of all, just marching in place. Opposite arm to leg. Marching up and down. Jingle, jangle, jingle. You all right? Did you get everything? Cool. So it's just Coach Sam coming in after a trip to Wilco for some paintbrushes and some parcel tape. Coming up big for us. So we've got 20 seconds left in this, guys. Just keep it nice and simple, nice and gentle. Remember, if you're struggling to do this, if it's a balance thing, coordination thing, you can do one side at a time. You can hold on to something to keep your balance. If that's struggling, if you want to keep your arms out. We've got a comment. Look at that. We'll read that in just a second. She's marching forward. Is that Sarah Locke? Sarah Locke, hello, brilliant. Right, okay. Number 2, squat and knee hug. All right, so we're gonna get a nice wide stance here. You've got your mat like we do every week. You're gonna just squat down as low or as high as you like. I'm gonna try and get my legs flat with the ground, bring them up.
I'm not.
Hug on it, exactly. You can do it really small, really high.
Okay. Mine's got a nice sort of 45-degree angle. I think that's quite friendly.
Keep your back straight, bum out. Nice and slow on these movements here. Trying to alternate legs. What's that?
Alternate legs is difficult when you can't remember what legs you said.
I think I did the right one twice as well. So happens to the best of us. And when we grab that leg, don't just touch and let go. Squeeze it in for a whole second if we can. So pull it in. Feel that stretch. Bring it down.
Whose hips are clicking today? Mine are.
5 seconds. Go for one more. Fantabulous. Right, now our new one, gates. All right, so I'm going to quickly explain this. You're going to want to grab something to balance if you're not very good at balancing. You're going to bring one knee up, all right, so it's up high, out to the side and down. Then from the side, we come up, in, down. All right, nice big hip movements here. So up, out, down. And remember, holding things if you're not very good at balance. Up, in, down. And you can start getting a more fluid motion with that as you get more comfortable with it. I like to think of it as like I'm walking on the moon. Like, whoa. We are very silly here. Hate to tell you that.
You're in the country style.
It is, yeah. And again, if you're struggling to do this, guys, if it's the outward movement, the inward movement, you can just do marching, just do some high knee thrusts, bring them up. All right, you can even add a knee hug as well, combine the others if we're struggling with those hip movements. All right, down, up.
Nice and comfy today.
Yeah, so I've got to warm up. Okay, number 4, arm swing cross. How many people we got? Oh my goodness, 4 people, 2 likes and a comment. Is it my birthday? We're viral now. Right, so we're going to sidestep. All right, and we're going to swing his arms. Oh, achy arm. Had my COVID vaccine on Saturday, yeah, so that's the first of 2. So if no one's been yet, I will tell you firsthand, very well managed, very quick. I was in and out of there in 5 minutes, the longest. The longest time was just sitting in my car after for the 15 minutes to make sure no side effects appear, all right? So there is no reason to be scared of it. Definitely go down and get it done. If once you get the opportunity, you'll get a text. You can sign up online real easy, but it's obviously going to help everything return back to normal the best we can, all right? So from first-hand experience, really, really nice people, really, really easy, and it doesn't hurt at all. The most pain you're going to feel is the days after where it's aching, just like you would with a flu jab. Next, windmills. We're going to touch those toes. All right. We'll head bang. Remember, guys, if you struggle to touch your toes on this one, go for your knees instead. If you can't do knees, go for your hips. If none of that works, just do your traditional swinging arm windmills. All right. You should feel this probably the tight area is going to be behind your knees, in your hamstrings. Might feel it in your hip. You're going to feel it in your shoulders, your glutes. It's a pretty much everything on here. Yeah, your whole body. 5 seconds left, guys. Oh. Stop there. Fantastic. Okay, we've done our windmill. That's 5. That means we're halfway through our warm-up. We've got front jacks now. So we're going to be jumping in and out whilst our arms come forward and down. All right, same time. If that's too hard, then we can do low impact by stepping in and out instead. Okay, but if you want to go standard variation jumping in and out, if you want to go low impact, you can follow along with the rest of here.
I've got a bit of a dodgy neck personally, and this weekend my neck was a bit funny, so I'm not doing any high intensity today. It's too much wobble through my neck. So you'll notice today that any option on the exercises, I'm going to be doing a low intensity version from that time. So as I said, adapt it to what your needs are. If you're having a day where you feel you need to do a bit more gentle with yourself, then go for it.
Excellent. I had that as well. Maybe something in the air. My neck was proper painful all weekend. Clearly. Stop there, guys. Okay, number 6. Done. Dusted out of the way. Next, inchworms on our knees. So we're going to come down. Remember, if you need a chair or something, this is where you want your yoga mat, your duvet, your blanket, just to have something underneath your knees. We're going to sit on our knees like this. We're going to reach forward and we're going to crawl out so we're straight. Again, if you want to do what the rest of does, you can go for that push up, back up. We come up here and we're going to reach up, do like a stretch when we do. All right, so we come forward until nice straight line between our knees and our shoulders. If you want, add in that press up. All right, come back with it. Reach up. Expose the belly if you've got a small jump on. We're getting raunchy. Raunchy on the Waff session. Oh, I do got to urge you though, guys. If you are inside today, if you've got nothing else on, get outside. It is gorgeous. Walked my dog this morning, and wow, is it good for the mental health. Number 6 down. Number 7. No, that was number 7 down. Number 6. Number 8. Push up and child's pose. Okay, so we're going to stay where we are. We're going to get into the push up position. Go for that push up. Come back into child's pose. So we come out straight between our knees and our arms. We push up. How high level it is, that's fine. Come back. Sit on your feet. 2 seconds. Stretch those arms out. So we come forward, down, back, and your knees are staying where they're the whole time, same as your hands. Okay, so your hands should be under your shoulders. We come down, we come up, keep them straight. We then push back, sit on our knees, stretch our back out with our arms. Breathing as we go. Definitely going to hold that breath. Even if it's a case of holding it in the push up and then child's pose, breathing in and out. Try to avoid that, all right? Want to oxygenate the muscles as we're working out. Stop there, guys. Fantastic work. I know that one's tricky. I know the rest doesn't have much upper body strength, so push-ups can be. That's why we're doing the knees. If you want to go onto your feet, you can do it. It then becomes a very, very extremely hard exercise if you find that one too easy. All right. Scissor kick now. So we're going to turn around, lay down flat, hands by our sides. Okay. Feet up in the air. We're just going to alternate kicking them like this. If you're getting too, so I would recommend try keep them low like this. If that then gets too much, bring them up higher. You'll get a bit of rest and then go down low again. Just try not to stop throughout the whole exercise, okay?
I'm doing my legs a bit higher today because actually when I'm doing low, it's pulling on my shoulders and neck. So
There we go.
again, if that's it for you, don't sit there in pain, change it up a bit.
For instance, guys, put one leg down. Do one leg at a time for a few. Switch it over. You know, whatever you come up with, whatever you can think of. And again, if you're out of ideas in that beautiful think tank of yours, come get us a comment and we'll help you out. Last one, jogging on the spot, okay? So we're going to get up.
I always take coffee.
Remember, the rest is fancy where you can turn over on that knee. You get jogging on the spot for last, the ground. Big arm movements here, or you can go on those toes. Try and get opposite arm to leg, really good for brain. Oh, I think my brain needs to switch on this morning. Hand-eye coordination, what I meant to say. And we're jogging like this. Or you can do that, you could add some high knees in. You know, whatever you feel like, whatever you can cope with. I personally have a tiny little lift off the floor. I don't like to bring my knees up too high on this one. I like to make sure that, you know, you've got that lips to hips motions. All right, with your arms, athletics. I'll give the rest of that one from her there. So I can sense some animosity coming at me.
No, just checking. I keep reminding you, because, you know.
Athletics coach over there. So I'm only a tennis coach, box coach, archery coach, and I could go on. But yeah, I'm sure you know better in that one sport. And that's fun. Anyway, warm up. You know it. Done. Out of here. All right. Energetic today. Okay. Definitely going to edit that later. You're going to see the warm up fly out like that. Crazy. Right. So today, 45 seconds active, 15 seconds rest. Okay. Grab a drink, grab something now. Get your breath going back. All right. I'm going to just quickly talk you through what we've got today for us. So our bottom exercise, we've got a crossover lunge. All right. So we step back into a lunge, making sure our feet. So we step backwards, we cross over like a plie. All right. Step back, cross over. If that's too hard, just go smaller step, smaller distance. All right. Or just a standard lunge straight back. We'll be alternating feet as we go. Number 2 is our arm. Okay. So hip hinge to high plank walkout. Yeah. Okay. This is actually what we do in our warm up. All right. Make sure I sort this one out. Yeah, I have. Okay. We got a lot of floor exercise today. All right. So the first one I think is our only standing. And I think rather than go over through them all now and waste time, we're just going to do them as we're in that rest period. Okay. So 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. I'll give you a few more seconds. I do want to exit. And then we'll get going. All right. Just getting my timer up so I can keep on track. But that first one we're doing, all right, is that lunge. Okay, so I'll do it sideways on. So a traditional lunge, straight back, bend, 90 degrees. If you can't do that, simply just a little movement like that, even just stepping back and forward. With this one, we want to cross over, okay? So we take, say, our right leg, it has to come the other side of the opposite leg. So we come here, we step across, we lunge, all right? Onto those toes, down, all right? And we change sides each go. Remember though, if you going like 90 degrees, getting that close to the floor, our knees shouldn't touch the floor, by the way. Then just do a small dip, all right, like a curtsy, I suppose. You know, is it a curtsy somewhere? I know, practice them. Right, so I'm going to get this started. We've got 5 seconds till we go in, and we're going to start with that crossover lunge. Okay, so take it nice and slow, right? So we do other side, we bend down, we come up. Sit in that lunge for a second if you can, just to keep those muscles under tension. All right, your quads, your thighs are some of the biggest muscles in your body. All right, it's really great to start workouts with leg exercises because it really pumps that blood through, gets you pumped up to ready to go. So if you're down the gym, you know, obviously not right now, but something like squats, something like your leg presses, all those type things that are quite, you know, big movements, including those thighs, going to pump that blood around your body. And we're just going to take it nice and slow, okay? Moving between each side. And stop there. Fantastic. Number 2, All right, we're going to come down on our knees. Yes, so down on our knees. And this is like our push-up, a crawl push-up, sort of, no, it's our inchworms completely, yes. So you're going to come forward like we did with our inchworms on our knees. We're going to stretch out, no push-up, come back. We're going to hinge up, everything reach up, just like we did in our warm-up, okay? So we come forward. The reason they're so similar is because I've adapted the warm-up one to be a bit more varied, but there's no harm in doing it twice. This is a good one. If you find it too easy, come off your knees, go onto your feet, all right? So it'll look like this. I'll go a bit sideways on. You'll crawl out, okay, crawl in, and you could even stand up if you really wanted to. Come down, crawl out. But by all means, stay on those knees, keep it simple. All right, building those foundations, building those basics before we start putting any extensions on our building, all right? Number 3, fire hydrants, on all fours, keep leg bent, bring side. Yes, so this one is not a very pretty one. I haven't got any better way to explain it other than a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, all right? We're going to come on all fours, hands on the shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to lift that leg out to our side, have a little wee, bring it down. Don't actually have a wee unless you're doing this over a toilet. Unless this is how you, alleviate your bladder. We just hold it for about a second, and you'll really feel this in your buttocks. You're going to get some lower back movement here. All right. If that's too hard, you can go for like a straight out behind instead. All right. And again, if that's too hard as well, drop me a message. Oh my goodness, we've got another comment. I'm going to cry. Oh, wow. I'm going to check that out in 12 seconds.
This one's actually really good at mobilising hips. I can really feel it moving. Great.
Yeah.
Makes you nice and flexible, guys.
This one's hard though. I'll tell you, my legs are tired. Okay, I'm running. Who's that? We've got Moodle Dude, the fashion designer. Just bought one of her t-shirts. She's just done a drop. Check it out. Fantastic. What she put? I thought Loretta wasn't a coach. Oh yeah, there's some drama there. We're not going to go into that. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pause it.
I'm clearly the best coach.
It's pretty a shame if they couldn't hear you because it's in my ears. Really, you didn't hear any of that. Number 3 we just did. Number 4, mountain climbers. Okay, so this is our cardio for the day. Now, this one can be a bit tricky. If you want to stay standing for this, you absolutely can do, and you can do those ladders, okay? Just like the opposite arm to leg. However, as a traditional mountain climber, you come into this push-up position, right, feet up behind, bring one leg up at a time. If you want to get fast with it. However, I understand sometimes staying in this push-up position is going to be a bit tricky, so you can do it on your knees by all means. Onto your knees, okay, and you're going to bring those knees forward. Just a small variation.
I'm standing up, down, climbing the ladder.
I'll stay down then. Right, off we go. So, off we go. So I'm going to do start on my feet. If you want to copy along with that, you can do Loretta's climbing the ladder while standing, or you can go on your knees like this, bringing those forward, all right? And again, really, really, really emphasize that yoga mat, something under you, all right? Because your knees are going to be shredded if you're not on a comfortable floor. Even if on a carpet, actually, you can get some friction burn. So I would suggest, if you're looking to do this every week, if you're looking to have some sort of form of exercise from your home or even down here when we're open, I would definitely recommend it.
If you haven't got a yoga or exercise mat and it's just your knees, you're looking for help, what you can always use is one of the kneeler pads that you put and have for gardening.
Oh yeah, that will work.
That will help. So it doesn't have to be specific sport stuff. Just things like the box of it.
Okay, so we're going to do a side plank. I'm going to pause this one again because this one needs a bit of explanation. All right. The only thing I'd touch on there with what Loretta's saying about the knee support from the gardening point of view. Another good point to a yoga mat is when you're on your back doing those exercises as well, that can be hard on your spine and all that sort of stuff. We don't want to compress anything like that. So again, something like that, perfect if you're just fussed about your knees and then you've got a carpet to work on. However, if you're working on your back, really important to use some sort of padding underneath you. Right, so our side plank, similar position to our plank. Okay, so we've got that straight. We come down onto our elbows. All right, this is our plank right here, isn't it? What we do from our side plank, still on that forearm, still on that elbow, and we come sideways on. You see that pattern? But what we're going to do actually is we're going to put our hips on the floor, and we're just going to go from our hips to our shoulder on this one. All right. If that's too easy, bring it up. You could support with your hand here. If that's too easy, fully bring it up and just tense here. You'll really feel that. But the minimal effort here, the one that you can certainly do, hips shoulder, basically laying down, just looking a treat really for the eyes. Okay, so I'll let you get in position. And we can do that literally, I'll stay sideways. So just lay on our side, sort of like that. That's pretty much it. So your elbows under your shoulder, forearm out to the front, whichever way you're facing. All right, and our hips up to our shoulder here. And I'm also going to pause the timer halfway. All right, just to let us change sides. Okay, so we're just going to hold this. Quite a low impact one, quite an easy one. You still do. You still do.
It's affecting the abs there.
What you can also do, if you're not feeling it, you might be quite slumped down. Really focus on bringing that core up, getting that straight line between your hips and your shoulder. All right. And again, progress it if you need to. 3 more seconds, I'm going to switch around sides, okay? So we're going to pause that there. They're going to turn over, do exactly the same on the other side. I'm going to come this way. All right, so we just exact same position. All right, we're going to lay down, hips on the floor, then our torso, our tummy, all up in line with our shoulder, forearm under our shoulder, and hand out in front. Okay, we're just going to hold that again, really focusing on pushing up. All right, and you'll feel, if you have a feel on this side there, you'll feel the tightness. All right, so there's stuff being done. This is working on our obliques, the side of our abdominals. It's also actually going to become around potentially some of our trapeze, you know, all this side by our ribs here as well. Stop there. Nice work. Okay, last stretch or exercise here is our lying back extension. Lay on stomach, hands on head. Lift chest. Ah, yeah. Okay, so it's like our Superman, if you remember those. So we're going to come on our stomach. All right. We're going to put our hands on our head. You're going to lift up like that. Literally that. If that's too hard, you can have your hands out, support you up. All right, push you up and down. But then this is doing our back. All right, you can be doing our abs. We can do this. And try and hold for a second when we're up in the air. But you'll find it really starts burning, because when do we do this? In our day-to-day life. This is not an average movement, is it?
Not really.
20 seconds left. Remember, as you come up, try and hold it for a second. If you need to take a break, take a break. This one can be demanding. You'll really feel it on your back.
Feel it on my stomach.
You will be doing it stomach as well, yeah. Might be where you're pulling from. But you'll get both sides working out.
I think it's just more of my stomach to feel it.
All right, stop there, guys. Okay, so we're halfway through. That was number 6. All right, so we're going to take our 30 seconds break. Just checking the time. Okay, I know we've been very chatty today. Not a bad thing, but I also don't want to keep you guys for too long so you get bored of us. I don't think it could. They do. We do 4 viewers now. Madness.
Right, I've got a joke for you. Okay, what do you do, right? If your canoe tips over in the water, where do you put it? Do you know, John?
No.
No? Ah, you put it on your head.
Why?
Because it's cat-sized.
But
There you go.
Is that, what's that? All the people viewing have just left.
That's gone now.
That's crazy. Right, okay, we're going to get going again. So we're going to get up. We're going to do that crossover lunge. All right. Bit of a floor-based one today, isn't it? Bit of a tricky one. And as I said, you know, as we go, we're going to progressively get harder. So we're going to do that crossover lunge. We come back, crossover, down. Keeping our back straight. Again, if you need to bounce on a chair, something like that, absolutely can do. If you need a friend, again, I'll bring it back from last week. If you need a child's head's about here, you could just lean on it. I don't know, could it be our brand? If you haven't got exercise equipment, don't worry.
Problems with all the floor work today. You know, there's some people who can't get down on the floor exercises. Again, drop us a message, and Joel will send you some options back, seated or doing things in a slightly different way. So just get in touch.
Next up, Red.
Exactly. I think we're going to become as scary as that Duolingo bird. Have you done your thing today?
Yeah.
Okay, stop there, guys. 15 seconds. All right. We've got a hip hinge to plank walkout, basically our inchworm. So we come on our knees. Beep, beep. Full stop. Right, we come forward. All right. You can listen if you want to keep going as far as you can, and you'll feel that in your abdominals. Then come back. Hinge your hips. Reach down. So I'll challenge you. Rather than just stopping here where you're straight, see how far you can get. And you've got to make sure you don't go too far that you can't pull back. All right. No need to push up on these, Loretta. See how low you can get. Oh, bring it back in.
You're longer than me.
Yeah, cheating. Bring it back in. Your feet on it, John. Your phenomenals. Down. Well done. Number 3, fire hydrants. On all fours again. Have a nice little wee on a fire hydrant there. Is that American?
Yeah, it is. I'm sure there's a more pleasant name for this, you know.
Yeah, it's not as fun. So left leg out to the side, hands and knees below hips, hands beneath shoulders. Holding for about a second when we come up. Trying to keep our back straight. Try not to turn too much. And trying to bring that leg out to the side. Keeping it bent while we do. And again, if you're struggling with that one, just put your legs straight behind you rather than out to the side. And again, if you can't do that, drop us a message and we'll help you out. Okay, 10 seconds left. 10
seconds. Next up, rest.
Ooh, for that burn, man. For that burn. Okay, stop there. Fantabulous. That was number 3. So we want number 4, mountain climbers. Okay, so we're going to stay in this position, or you can stand up, do the ladder climbs. All right, or you can go on your knees in that push-up position. All right, bringing those knees forward, trying to bring them as close to your chest as possible. Like you're in a laying down tuck jump, but one leg at a time. Definitely the perfect analogy I could have come up with there. You just got to roll with things sometimes. Life's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And if you just stand there and get hit, it's not good, is it? You got to roll with the punches. You got to get down, do your mountain climbers, dodge the bricks. Keep going, get up, do your ladder climbs. And then finish off with some like Supermans on your back. That's how you get through life. One waff at a time. No. Some call me a life coach. Yeah. I'm pretty inspirational, really. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to come on our stomachs again. Last one here. Oh, the ghost. Hands on our head. Okay. Now, again, as I was saying, if you can't do this, because floor work is tricky, all right, and getting up and down can sometimes be the battle of it, you can do this standing up, actually, all right? So if you just stand up and lean back, or even sit in a chair, lean back over the back of the chair and curl backwards, and you'll feel it in your back. I've said back too many times. I'm going to be quiet now.
I don't think you can be quiet.
I can't. I really struggle. I don't like silence. 14 seconds left. I'll give you the last 10 seconds of silence.
10 seconds. Next up, rest.
Oh, I think it's the longest time I've gone silent in the video. Blimey. Right, that was number 6. That means bish, bash, bosh. Guess what? Bang! Main exercise of our workout. Out the park. All right, job done. So, last one here. We've just got a cool down. How are we doing for time? Woo, pretty much there. We've got a minute left, but we can run over because it's our channel, it's our venue, it's our workout, and you have to stay and watch all of it.
Your needs and make you happy. So you tell us what you want, I'm going to adapt.
No. Anyway, right, we're going to go into our cool down now. So we're just going to work way through our body as per use. You know, I'm using use now. I'm down with the cool people. You know, I don't want to say kids. It makes it sound old. I'm old. I'm old.
Trying to use cool language.
I know, I'm not cool anymore, but I can work out. I'm a Waff warrior. That should be our names. Warriors. Right, anyway, we're getting distracted again. We're just having a natter. See, that's where you should come. When we do it in person, we have a natter, have some laughs.
Warriors of the Waffland.
We planned that. Half an hour of work, that one. Anyway, right, so we're going to grab our head. Pull to the side in disappointment of what we just heard. No, it's not, Robot Man. You've got to cool down, you silly boy.
He's a bit misled, isn't
He is? He doesn't know what he's doing.
What he hasn't realised that if you don't cool down effectively, you end up putting left in the muscles, and that's what makes you ache the next day. So silly Robot Man is going to be cool tomorrow.
Exactly. Okay, and do that shoulder stretch we know and love. Straight arm, bring it across, tuck it in. Well, I have to describe it to kids. It may be beneficial to help you guys visualize the importance of a cool down. What you've got to imagine is, over your workout, all right, you've suddenly started gaining oranges in your body. All right, sounds weird, but roll with me. All right, change sides. You've had oranges going for your body, and they've been filling up with this plump, ripe juice. You know, you want to drink it, but you can't because we've only done our workout, and that only fills the oranges up. Now, when we're doing our cool down, we get to squeeze that lovely, ripe juice out. We get to drink it. Don't drink your lactic acid. Not a good idea. But in the sense of this sort of metaphor or simile or other English word, side lean, you know, you basically want to squeeze all the orange juice out because otherwise it's going to be too plump and it's going to hurt. Just like when a cow needs milking, we've got to milk, I'm not going to say milk ourselves. Just going down a rabbit hole.
Oh dear.
Essentially, do a cool down and you won't have orange juice in your body. All right, simple
Yeah, I
as.
think it was much simpler when I was talking and just explained that these aches and all that. You know what I'm saying?
It was easier, but was it boring? Potentially. People come here for fun. Have a good time.
That's our joke.
You did. That was a very good joke. I heard it first time this morning, so thank you for the acting. I knew the answer, and I played it off really cool. Change legs. But I did give a little laugh at that. I did find it quite funny. So I hope you laugh at home too. But if you're bored today, you've got Moodle Do on Etsy. Lovely, a fashion drop there. She's going for a sold out there. She's got a lovely t-shirt. She's got a bag.
4 items left.
4 items left, I think. Limited edition, handcrafted, fantastic quality at, you know, crazy prices. We've already done that. We're going to do our side lunge now. Etsy, Moodle Do. If you're unsure, in the comments, bish bash bosh. She's going to be in Paris soon. Going to be on the runways. Wherever fashion is, I'm sure it'll be right where she is because it's going to revolve around her. We've got to support these local causes. They're not obviously local to us. I'm going to stop talking. I'm on one today. I had a really good morning, change sides, guys. Really good. Did my workout this morning. Felt great. And my protein shake. Felt great, even though it's not a great flavor, but I'm getting through it, all right? Don't worry about me. And then, okay, we're going to move on to our little calf stretch. We bend this leg, keep this one straight, knees in line, foot up. Then, my oh my, lovely day, isn't it? Walked my dog this morning. Just, it was gorgeous. Really good for the soul. Now I'm down here doing a job I love, talking to the people who are fantastic, getting to work out, change legs, having a great time. And because it's YouTube Live, you're not here, you can't tell me to shut up. Great team, yes. Yeah. Was comes that one? I was, definitely. Last one, quadriceps. Fancy word for 5. Remember, you need to hold a wall. Good way to increase the stretch, knees together. Lean, well, don't lean forward, but push, oh my goodness. Push your hips forward, stretch those out. So I really hope my nattering today has not put you off the enjoyable content of the session. Change legs. I hope you feel like you've worked out, not been too crazy. You've been able to push yourself if you need to. You've been able to take it back where needed. And obviously you must feel supported and loved because that's just what we do. Just what we do. But get that down and then we're going to boosh, cool down out of the way. Love it. I'm going to do that every time. That's really fun. Anyway, thank you guys. I really do mean it. It's really been a fantastic journey so far. You know, we're getting more and more constant views. We're getting people interacting in the comments. We're getting likes. It's really good for us. Really, really helps us out because we know we're on the right track. If you need any more information, need any more help, drop us a message. I will read those lovely comments in just a second before I go. Don't you worry. Have a fantastic week though. All right. Next week, 11 a.m., our last Waff session for now. We will give you details probably next week on what's happening next. All right. We'll decide that, figure that out. We also figured out what a crunch jack is. You know, a lot happened today, a lot of positive things. We did a lot. We told jokes. We're expanding. All right. Like a cabaret now. What have we got here? We got Moodle Do. Loving the free promo. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. And Sarah Locke. Thank you. No, thank you guys. You guys are a real hero. Right. Sorry, it's cheesy, but you love it. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream now because I'm on 3 likes. Thank you, guys. I'm going to leave it for 35 minutes. I think it's going to annoy me. I'm trying to end it right on 35. So stick with me. We'll do this together. 3, 2, 1. Good day.